The first step in the injection process is to measure the diameter of the tree. So here you'll see me measuring the diameter at breast height, which is 4.5 feet off the ground. With this measurement, we'll be able to determine how much chemical to put into the tree and also how many holes to drill around the base of the tree. Next, we're going to consult the triage chemical label. This label is going to tell us what personal protective equipment to wear, as well as the amount of chemical to put into the tree and the amount of holes to drill into the tree. Now what you're seeing me do is drilling into the base of the tree within 12 inches of the soil line. What we're trying to do is drill into some sound, healthy wood, and we drill about 1.5 to 2 inches into the tree. The layer of tissue we're trying to drill into is called the xylem layer. The chemical will mix with the water and be uptaken within the tree. This is known as a systemic insecticide. Next, we're going to take these arbor plugs and pound them into the holes that we just drilled. The arbor plugs serve a couple purposes. The first purpose is to protect the cambium layer, which is just inside the bark. Due to the pressure that we're going to be putting into the Arborjet bottle, we want to make sure that we protect the tree as much as possible when doing this. Also, they will give a surface for the tree to grow around. If the plugs are placed properly in the tree will callus over them wounds in about a year, and you won't even be able to tell that the plugs were there. Now what we'll do is consult the label once again to see how much chemical to put into the Arborjet Tree I.V bottle. Conveniently enough, the bottle actually comes with measurements right on it, so we can measure right out of the bottle and pour it right into the Tree I.V bottle. Now for the demonstration, I'm just using food colored water. Here I'm displaying the appropriate PPE. According to the label, you must be wearing a long sleeve shirt and long pants, chemical resistant gloves, shoes and socks, and protective eyewear. The next step is we take a pump and we pressurize up the Tree I.V bottle to the appropriate pressure. After the bottle's pressurized, what we want to do is bring the chemical to the ends of the lines so that when we plug the Tree I.V into the tree, the chemical will be ready to be uptaken. Once we've bled the lines, now we're ready to put the needles into the arbor plugs that were recently placed into the tree. We'll then open up the valves on each individual line. Finally, we'll open the main valve on the Tree I.V bottle. This will pressurize up all the lines, and then the chemical will then be uptaken by the tree. Once the chemical has been uptaken by the tree, we'll then just go back around and we'll unplug each of the individual needles. Then we'll release the air in the Tree I.V bottle. Then the final steps are to place a pesticide application sign in their yard with the date they can remove it, which is 1 day after for the triage injection. Finally, you must provide the homeowner with a pesticide application record, which outlines the specifics of the application.